Hello, welcome back everyone. I'm Day-Glo Buffalo and this is Let's Play the Stanley Parable, not Stanley's Parable. Anyway, when we last left off, we had ended up in a museum of sorts with all kinds of objects and I think not really concept art, but concepts from the game that were cut or sometimes left in the game. And we had gotten to a room which had 3 different branches. Stairway leading down, another one leading down, and one leading up. So first, what I wanted to check is go back and see what's back here. Okay, trailers. We ran 4 major teaser trailers over the course of the game's development, each meant to convey something about the spirit of the game. This is the first one, released in May 2012. It features a series of broken rooms and the voice of the narrator informing the viewers that he is preparing a new version of the Stanley Parable. I've never actually seen this. In the sense that I never watched the trailers for the game. I don't hear the voice of the narrator, though. Well, anyway, you know what? If you want to see the trailers, I think the best thing is to just look them up on YouTube. Because otherwise we're just going to be standing there looking at a screen. Now, the question is, do I want to go... Of course... curiosity is getting the best of me, and I want to check back at the first fork. Oh wait, did we check up here? No, we didn't. Oh man, I'm so gonna get lost in here. I hope these all lead back kind of to the same place. Want to check over there. Hopefully it's just like a single room or something. No, that would have been too easy. Boss's office. Yeah, definitely getting a Hudsucker Proxy vibe here. Office clock. This one actually works. I'm not sure if the one that we saw around the office worked. We have freedom ending. Oh, very good. Here we're back. Oh, this is good. I like it. We actually weren't lost. At least not completely. But there's more stuff over here. Underground. An early version of the underground portion of the game with a mind control facility. Employee lounge.
See how it's impossible for the player to do anything.
Okay, there we have the narrator. I don't know why I have so much trouble saying narrator. I do. I'm not sure why. The narrator. Let's see what's over here. Whoa, that's a severely malfunctioning office there. Game design mock-up. This is the level that William, the level designer, sent Davey, the writer, as a kind of audition piece. The strength of this level got William hired to design the full game. Though much of the environment has changed, the basic layout from this mock-up is still in the game. Nice. But, you know, as I said, a malfunctioning office. Oh, okay, here we are back. In this part, yeah, we saw all of this stuff, so... Good, it's all kind of leading back to the same place. Those are the emails. And here we have different version of Stanley's office. behind glass, so we can't even step into them. Stanley's office. From the left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. The first was created in November 2011, the second in March 2012, and the third in February 2013. So this is the first, second, and third. Okay, these two are fairly similar. Except that here he has two computers and here only one. Right, so, moving on.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Okay. Well, just a warning, I forgot to actually start the timer at the beginning of this video, so I'm not really sure how long it's gonna run. I think this is like an exit, so I'm not gonna go through here. Instead, I'm gonna go back to that room back there, which is also in the dark, so it's similar.
Stanley stood on the roof.
Narration outtakes. Kevin Briding, the voice of the narrator. I'm always gonna say it like this now because it's, for some reason, easier for me. Recorded dialogue for the entire game roughly 3 separate times over the 2 years of development. These are clips from early takes that were not used in the final game. I think we have to find the speaker though, because it's barely audible. I can hear him talking, I just can't hear what he's saying. No.
Now look closer, Stanley. See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room. Perfect example of poor level design. Textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you'd pick up on intuitively if you had even the most fundamental understanding of good and bad game design. But of course, you being you, you'll probably spend...
I'm hearing like several takes over one over the other.
Just gonna make this easy on you. Now look closely, Stanley. See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room.
This is
Perfect
looping.
example of poor level design. Textbook mistake.
So, I guess we've seen everything there is to see here. This kind of has a bit of that 2001 vibe at the ending, where Dave Bowman ends up in that apartment, or better, a mock-up of an apartment, the way the aliens would, I don't know, kind of create an apartment. Ooh, exit, actually. I could have read that and known there was an exit back here. Well, we've seen everything there is to see there, so we might as well exit. Stanley Parable on or off? So we like turn off the game here?
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
No, it's dark. I can't see
No.
anything.
Perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Especially not in the dark.
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time
And splat. I guess what she was implying is the only way to win is not to play. So, is this the ending where we actually have to go to the pause menu and, like, exit through there? Because they said they took it out, but, you know, we're kind of stuck here. Nothing happens. Oh, no, resume the game. So is this it? Well, I'm gonna assume this is it. If it's not, please somebody tell me in the comments, and we will find our way back here at some other time and, you know, move on. But seems like there's nothing else to do here, so I guess we just begin the game again? So the end is loading. And we're back in the office. So, to recap, what options do we have? We have the option of getting back to the mind control room and not turning off the machine instead of turning it off. Well, let's do this because, yeah, at least we've got that whole branch taken care of. Maybe I'll even edit the video till I get there, because unless there's something interesting that happens along the way.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Again, well played game. All right. Let's move on. We're back to the elevator. I wonder if things change if we take the same path twice. Like, if we were now to take the escape route again, would we end up in the museum again, or would there be something else? It's a mystery. But right now, we're gonna go turn on the mind control.
Stanley walked straight ahead.
So let's see what happens when we turn the power on.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Oh, wait.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
And so the whole place exploded? And we're back. Okay, so, well, didn't really talk that much over that whole countdown thing because the narrator was practically talking the whole time. So, didn't want to interrupt it and actually wanted to listen to it, to hear what he had to say. So, yeah, that was interesting. Apparently this office, wherever it is, has like a nuclear bomb buried beneath it, maybe? So that the whole thing can be blown to bits. Fair enough. Question. Where do we go from here?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, I think the first thing we have to do is take the right door now. Wait a second. Hello? This is not the office that I'm used to. Can I please have the other office back? Because now there is no choice in the doors, and I am confused again, because at least when things made sense, I knew which paths I had taken and which paths I hadn't taken, and I could kind of keep track of what I was doing, but now we're in a completely new place. A blue office. How about that? Oh no, we're...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We're back. It was just a different corridor. I think. Maybe. Who knows? But we're gonna go right again.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Or have a drink.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Have some
Stanley
coffee.
simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Talking about drinking, I'm kind of thirsty.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
And the question is, where does this take us? Does this take us right back to the beginning?
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Uh-huh. So there's an elevator going down over here, but let's go back here. And here we are in the meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
So, this takes us back to the original path.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Now, I think what I'm going to do now, unless there's some kind of a surprise, is I'm just going to go through the normal ending with the escape so that we get back to our office. And then we can start a new path.
Here's the door, just go.
Okay. So, I was actually planning to end the video and start the new video back here in our office, but it turns out we're about 10 minutes short. Oh well, so there's still time to do stuff. Of
All
course.
of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
I think so. It was our office all the other times we walked through here. So, question is, which path should we explore? That elevator that we saw in the maintenance shaft? Well, not shaft, the maintenance room. Or should we go on to the freight elevator because
When
I have
Stanley
it on...
came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right. But this time,
was
yes.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Admire.
Truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
It's kind of dark and gloomy for it to be an employee lounge where people should come to relax.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
So we can either go that way and jump off the elevator. I have it on good authority that we can get a separate path from there, or go to the elevator here.
And so
Well,
he
let's-
detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Let's see where we end up. On a loading screen.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Are you sure? You don't sound sure. Can we go right? Or this? No. I guess we can only go left.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Right. See? Told you. Thought that was kind of weird
No,
to go left.
no, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay, there's a van in there with the headlights on. And a generator. so we can't get past the van, we can't get into the van, and how did the van get in here? Is there a door back there? There better be a door back there. Because, you know, this just looks like a van parked in a room. And especially, whoever drove the van into here, how did they get out? Well, maybe they could have squeezed out through there, or maybe they could have gotten into the back, but there's no room to open the doors in the back. Well, anyway, let's not get caught up on details.
No, this isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Okay. And actually, that room wasn't a spoiler. We've been through there plenty of times. So, we're back here in our office. We've got about 5 minutes to go. But you know what? I'm sorry for cutting this video short. It's going to be a short one this time. But, yeah. I want to have the time to thoroughly explore whatever path lies before us. So, I'll thank you for watching for now. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like or a comment below. Subscribe to stay up to date and see what other trouble we can get into in this office building. And I will see you in the next part. So until then, have a good one.